Hello everybody, Wishbone8121 here, and welcome to another Injustice iOS video. In today's video, we're going to be going over another team I think is better than Lucy Bane. Alright, now to start with, I ended up arguing with the guy in the comments in my last video. Lucy Bane has a 76% chance of stunning when he comes in the match, when he's wearing Cloak of Destiny and Tantu Totem. And he has an 80% chance of critting, which basically means you have a 60% chance of actually doing something when you come in. You know who has a much higher chance than that? Ares. Because it's a 100% chance of, dealing massive damage when he comes into the match. Alright, so with this setup, it's using Batgirl, which I think is the best support for this pair. Then you have Ares and the Reverse Flash, which are both geared for some SP2 nuking. Basically, the way this team works, if they don't block Ares, he comes in and crushes their entire team with tons of team damage. If they do block Ares, then you bring on the Reverse Flash and finish the job, while their block is disabled. Now, as far as the Reverse Flash's passive, the first time he's hit by a special attack, it always procs. Now, if you do gear him with Fourth World gear, it can still use the Resurrect. And so it's just a terrible interaction. Don't put Fourth World gear on Reverse Flash. Now, after he's hit by the first special, he still has 2 charges left. Those have a 50% chance of proccing every time he's hit with a special attack. So it is what it is. There are instances where it's better to just not block and just get hammered, and you'll heal all the way back to full. So even if let's say Batman Ninja Catwoman gets you really low with physical attacks, with basic attacks, and then she uses her special 2 on you. If you don't block and you have all 3 charges, she'll just heal you all up all the way. So that is something you can use with him. All right, for Ares, his passive is that when he uses his special 2, the opponent can't block, so it is a block breaker to start with, and then they can't block after that unless you kill them. Which works great in conjunction with Batgirl and the Reverse Flash, by the way. With his setup, it's really simple. You got Tantu Totem, that way he can jump in with 2 bars of power at the start of the match, and then every time he jumps in after that, you just need to get a little bit of power for him to be able to use his special 2. With that, he has 15% special 2 damage from the mace, and another 20% special 2 damage from his signature gear. And he deals some decent basic damage. So basically, you just bring him in and you nuke the enemy team, and it deals significant bench damage. And then for Batgirl, you're going to be gearing her. What I recommend is the same setup I use for Arkham Knight Batgirl. The nanocarbon mask is very good for special 1 damage, the best you can get because of the crit boost. And Necron Scythe, I prefer Necron Scythe over Cloak of Destiny. In this case, because it has Power Steel and Resurrect, which means it just makes you more tanky. It's very helpful. And, still gets the job done as far as increasing her damage. And then, of course, the Astro Harness. So she can always be used to tank if everything goes to shit. And deal a fair amount of damage. Alright. That's pretty much it. Let's get right into it. Alright, so I'm going to start it with Reverse Flash. And one thing I don't do here in this this particular fight is you can actually punch someone with the Flash to start out with. Oh, look at that, 120,000 team damage. Oof. Oh, Bane is kind of jealous, I think. Oh no, that's unfortunate. But you do have the Reverse Flash to clean up that mess there. But what I was saying with the Reverse Flash is that you might want to actually punch your opponent. That way the Master Death Cart will give multiple Ibby-Stack procs the next time you bring him into the match. With that said, let's move on. Basically, you just bring in Ares and you smash the enemy team, and that's pretty much it. If they block and so you can't crit them, you bring in the Reverse Flash to just dominate them because they can't block anyway. So as you can see, this team is just there's just a lot more consistent than a Lucy Bane team. All right, so I brought in Ares, did some work. That did not quite kill him, huh? I probably should have punched him first, but it does refund the power because technically I didn't cause any damage. Now in this case, I don't get the MDC Ibby stick burning, but you know, it'll still be okay. I just let him hit me in the face with those so that I could just regenerate. I was trying to see if he'd get me all the way back up to full with that special, but it didn't quite deal my entire health bar. Alright, well that was, you know, kind of annoying, but he can't block, which means he's not going to be able to block the special too. That'll do it. Alright, next match. And I don't do it much, but Reverse Flash does have an infinite combo, especially when they can't block. I mean, it's just ridiculously easy to use. Okay, so Superman does block, so I'm only going to be able to do 50,000 team damage here, but because he can't block afterwards, I can just come in with Reverse Flash, do another 33,000 worth of team damage from his SP2. So even if they block Ares SP2, you can still get some pretty good team damage from the Reverse Flash anyway as a follow-up. So that's part of how this team works. It's just a very strong combination. Though as much as possible, you want to make sure that you hit their AH user with Ares and people that are not the AH user with the Reverse Flash, because you don't want to use the Reverse Flash against the AH. It's a multi-hit special. Oof, that Injustice 2 Superman has got some pretty high basic damage, but unfortunately all he really did was, you know, give my team power. And now that's a weird interaction, because he killed Ares. I probably should choose my ultimate there, to be honest, but that'll still work. Because he killed Ares, it actually removed my passive. Because Reverse Flash came in next. Again, this probably would have been over if I'd used a Reverse Flash's ultimate back when he had 3 bars. That probably was the better play. I'll just wait for him to start hitting me, and then I will use her SP1 there. And that'll do the job. Alright, next fight. I punch him. That way, if I bring him back in, his MDC will be able to apply multiple Ibby stick stacks. He does take away my first passive, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. I'm just going to bring Reverse Flash back in as soon as I can to deal some more team damage and kill Cassandra Cain. But that does not proc the Ibby stick, so that's strange. It's a little inconsistent, it seems. Oof, he's gonna hit me pretty hard. Does not use my passive, which sucks, but you know, it is what it is. I tried to get rid of Injustice 2 Superman's passive right here. It didn't quite work out, but I can bring in Ares if I need to. Oh, it looks like I chose not to. There's the Ibby stick proc. It looks like, yeah, I was trying to make sure he used his power before I brought in Ares, which is a smart play. Definitely a good play. Now I can bring him in and get rid of his passive, and while he's standing back up, I can use his SP2 again. There we go. Now I didn't mention augments before, but my Reverse Flash is fully augmented because he was on one of my teams way back in the day when I first started augmenting. I just found that he wasn't actually as good as I was hoping he would be. Now Batman can't block, so that's well, that doesn't crit anyway, but yeah, this team's definitely in trouble. But the Ares and Batgirl are not augmented for health or damage, but they do both have full crit and crit damage augments. And that will do it for our first ultimate battle. That was actually pretty fast. Not as fast as my Red Sun team, but this is a pretty quick team. All right, let's get into our next ultimate battle. I'm going to bring in Ares, of course, get rid of Lucy Bane, and going to block against Batman Ninja Batman here, and then we'll see how much tanking gear he has. Not enough. Not enough. And then we'll get rid of Doomsday, and that's that. All right, next fight. Alright, starting out, I will punch this guy a little bit. That way, hopefully when I bring him back in, the MDC will be able to proc. Now that was interesting. I got him basically to critical health, but their team still can't block. And as you can see there, the Ibby Stick MDC combo did work. So just punching someone a couple times at the start of a match can help out tremendously for that, if it's needed. Yeah, that worked out great. So if the enemy team doesn't block, Ares crits and just deals massive team damage. And if they do block, then the reverse slash comes in and crushes everybody. It's just a really good setup. And you always have Batgirl in case everything goes wrong. Alright. And I got Ares here ready to crush. Do I time it right? Oh, yes, I did. That's great timing right there. That was pretty clutch. Alright, very good. Next game. Alrighty, like always, I'm going to punch this guy a couple times. That way I set up my Ibby Stick. Ares gets the kill. Doesn't crit, but that one does. Crits for enough to deal 130,000 damage to the Beth. That is just, pretty excellent. And then I'm going to get rid of Injustice 2 Superman, and that's the end. Alrighty, so going into the next game. This one's kind of annoying because they have Killer Frost. And, I don't know if the Joker has Quake Engine, but, that's really annoying too. Okay, so he poisoned me, but I'm going to be able to kill Joker as well. Or get him, critically low. Yeah, they must have a Quake Engine because I was not able to tag him out. Alright, so I'm just going to use Batgirl to finish up the Joker here. That was a little bit overkill, but, hey, why not? Even if she kills me, I can always bring in the Reverse Flash for the kill here. I'll just punch her to death. Well, there you go. Alright, next fight, I'm going to throw out some punches as the Reverse Flash, bring in Ares, get rid of Superman's passive here. Hope that I'm going to try to make sure that he doesn't block. He did not use his combo ender, so he still was able to block, but now their block is disabled. Once he switches someone else in, I will be able to crush them. Though I guess I did want to play it safe. Oh, wow, that Aquaman has some tanking gear, it seems. But I was able to get rid of his water shield with Batgirl and went in for the kill with Reverse Flash. That was pretty good strategizing there. I'm just going to kick him and get rid of his passive and then bring in Ares for the kill here. And yeah, actually because I killed him, I got rid of his water shield. So that was nice. And now he can't block, so Batgirl's just going to get the kill here. It is very nice using special against people that can't block. Yep, there we go. Alright, on to the final battle. I'm just going to bring in Ares. We will get rid of Injustice 2 Superman's passive. Now he's punching me, so I might crit. I do. Crits him for 111,000. And his... Oh, that's how he got saved. I was wondering how he lived to that. Alright. His, Oh, man, I should have punched him before I did that. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Okay, I did not use Ares' passive very well there. I should have punched him to get rid of his shield before I did that. Flashpoint Batman's just going to get me low, but he can't kill me with that, and then I'm going to bring in a Reverse Flash for the win. And that's everything. This team is a little bit more difficult to get because Ares is a multiplayer character. Once you do get a copy of him from multiplayer, you can also get him from, I think, the Nth Metal Pro Packs as well. And I think it's something similar with the Reverse Flash. But either way, you can always look up on their Injustice wiki pages if you want to know how to get them. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you realize even more that Lucy Bane is terrible. And have a good one. Oh, and at the end here, I want to show a teaser for my next video, because it's actually been a lot of work, and this is just really cool. Hope you enjoy. See ya.
Oh man, that is some good shit. All right, we'll see you next time.